Welcome back. This video is on location and the state of location. And location is a big market for retail and for local retailers. Local search is what this report is about. I just came across this. This is not my own report, but I'd like to add some comments as I go through this report with you and to highlight why local search is so important for retail, physical locations, local businesses in your local market area, and how it's very important, but it's also in a very big mess. Right, so this is the resource I came across, this report. It basically is a resource that details the landscape of location and local search for people, businesses, and publishers. Did you know that 88% of smartphone users use smartphones to find local information or information about location? It's pretty big, and you need to be found on search engines, especially local search results. So let's jump into this report, and we look at the definition of location. So we have the where, the what, and the why. And the first is how to get there. Name of the business, the address, the location, the phone number, how to contact them, right? This is the contact information for businesses, very important. We can talk about citations and how important it is for SEO, but that's a different topic. So let's jump in and say what. Let's look at the what. Basic info that drives visits. So the details, the basics, like what are the hours, the payments, business description, a bit of description about the business, what is about, a bit about the business and the people who run the business, or the founders, or the history, or whatnot, right? And then even some recommendations and some reviews, or feedback. So details, basics, search categories. What kind of business is it, and what kind of services they provide? What are the categories that you would find in the details? So for example, a plumber, he would have, he'll list out a whole bunch of different things that he also does, besides unclogging your, piping and, repairing and, stuff like that. Okay, so why? Rich local content. These are the differentiators. The photo and videos are very important. Clickable featured messages like deals and whatnot. Content list of content, list of top 10 tips, top 10 this and top 10 that, and whatnot. Bios, menus, calendars, products, services, a list of those things. And this is what is different than everyone else, right? So this is the why. Why are you choosing one business over another business? And this also deals with the competition and whatnot. So these are the local information that you are giving the users, people who are searching for your kind of business. You want to be front and center with them and appear in the results. So let's move on to the next page of this. Local is important. It is 10 times as big as e-commerce. E-commerce is online commerce, electronic commerce, and retail, physical locations, they're 10 times as big because people like to go out and spend money. They like to travel. They like to be out and about, and they like to visit retail stores because they can touch and feel and smell and feel the weight of the items. As well as the bookstore, they can flip through the books, they can browse, they can do all kinds of stuff, they can window shop, so on and so forth, right? So great for travel, especially if you're in a touristy area like Niagara Falls, for example, or Unionville, or one of the quaint main streets of wherever city, town, province, state you're in. Maybe even your village. So retail, local services, people, they're looking for retail services. So it's an $8 trillion market. It is a lot bigger than e-commerce. Influenced by internet, local spend is about 51% times total. So it's about 4 trillion, right? So and e-commerce is about 5% of that. So yeah, local businesses are influenced by the internet. As people come to your store, they browse and they check their website to see if other your competition is doing a better job, has a better price, has better reviews, or comments, or has a more pretty website or whatnot, right? So so this is the comparison of internet influenced local spend versus e-commerce, which is really just 400 billion industry. This is actually probably US stats, but you get the idea, right? So in Canada, it might be a bit different. So local discovery is broken. So 41.7% of search engines, they use search engines as a primary local discovery tool. So I guess they did a survey, and 41.7% use search engines, 14% use internet directories and apps as their primary local discovery tool. So they are using, in Canada they use Can Pages, Yellow Pages, 411, .ca, all this other local directories. Some of them actually use mobile GTA. That's one of the websites that I own. So dir, like directory dot mobilegta.com, and we're going to launch localgta.com soon. The site is there right now, but we're going to change a bit of stuff here and there. And there'll be a separate video for that, and this is all under the umbrella of Profound Ideation Inc. Okay, so let's look at the last point is 63% of people who respond to the survey, they encountered incorrect local information. That's a huge problem. People, one of my clients, they're actually in Stouffville and their address is wrong. Maybe they moved, maybe not, or whatever. So Google Places, Google Plus Local shows a different address, and we're going to correct that next. Right now the website will reflect the correct phone numbers and the correct information. That's very important, because as you see the bottom part, incorrect location information does not only affect businesses but also customers, right? People who want to find you, or they go to the wrong address, and you've moved and you haven't updated your stuff, and that's very irresponsible. So fragmentation, is incomplete, incorrect information, right? So local search, they go through all that, search results and whatnot, and so if your result is wrong or incomplete, then it doesn't really benefit you. So location information is fragmented inside and outside the business, right? So your listings lack the rich detail, like the videos and the pictures and all this other stuff. You probably need to hire me or my company, or one of my partners to help you to get your citations across the websites and the internet locally, so that you get found and you get the right information before your target audience. Publishers can't get correct, valuable information. So publishers like Yellow Pages, for example, and Gold Pages, and all the other white pages, and all the apps and all the even mobile GTA directory. We may have wrong information about you, um, and it is not uh, responsible. So you need to tell us if we have a wrong listing of yours on our website. Yeah, because no, we can only use what information we have. So consumers get bad data from listings, right? So how does this affect you if you are a retail business? So percentage of each industry, this is approximate, right? So, and this is also US or international stats. So missing or incorrect phone number, 18%. So this is particularly important for insurance, real estate, and banking. Like I know I check banking websites all the time, and I see that if there's a problem, I see that, right? And I'm like, they change the hours. They're no longer open to 8 o'clock at night or whatnot, and they don't open on weekends or whatnot. So they need to have proper information, and not just a phone number, but also their web URL. Like maybe each yeah, maybe each location has their own website or web page, right? So 19% of that is wrong, is bad data. So this just goes for the banking, the auto industry, the hospitality industry as well. And then the missing incorrect address, 43%. This is one of the biggest corporates. And 64% for insurance, 62% for hospitality, and 56% for real estate. Especially houses that are sold are not reflected correctly. So the worst the worst missing listings um, uh, are the biggest problem because it's missing. I mean, you don't even have a presence on those places, right? So 30% for insurance, 21% for real estate, and 16% for auto. I'm not sure exactly what auto would represent in this case. Maybe dealerships, maybe repair, auto collision centers, etc. Right? But ultimately, if the thing is missing, it's not even there, you don't even appear on search results. And I'm not talking about first page or second page. I'm talking about at all. Right? You're not even there. So if you're there, you have an incorrect address. It's we can fix that. If you're missing your web URL website, you can fix that as well. Incorrect phone number, we can fix that as well, right? But if you're not missing, you have a problem. So missing listings alone can cost, or I mean, they are costing $10.3 billion right now. And here we see 14% of listings are missing, 10.3 billion. Customers using 5 sources when shopping locally, so business can have a 20% chance of conversion. That's about $73.75 billion. And then the concentric circles, as it grows bigger, we see that 51% of purchases are by people who research before buying at location. So they do buy at a location, they don't really necessarily buy online. For many reasons, one of which would be convenience, or they're buying for someone who might want to exchange or return it, especially for Christmas, Boxing Day, birthdays, etc. Or maybe a gift card, or people might give you a gift card if they don't know what you want necessarily. Okay, so Nick, the biggest circle, the base is 723 billion annual discretionary spending purchased offline. This especially in restaurants and in places where there's food and beverages, and toy store, gift stores. I mean the Walmarts of the world, the Walgreens and Target and all the big shop stores, and these are also discretionary spending, right? So um that 10.3 billion doesn't have to be that huge. These are all lost sales, right? So these sales are going to your competition or other people who merchants in your local area that, if you are missing your listing, then you need to fix that, and you got to contact us about that. So 3 lessons from Andrew Mason and Groupon. So local is in need of innovation. I'm going to let you read the rest of it, but I'm just going to highlight the points. Mobile growth is here, and disruption is still coming. So we basically see that local businesses are not early tech adopters. They're busy and trying to rely on tried and true methods for marketing and tools for running their business. So 20%, no, forget that. That's not that I was thinking about. So mobile is on the rise, is growing, and tech innovations in the local marketplace, is still coming. I mean, we look at the credit card, and then we look at mobile, and we see the disruption wave just coming very, very soon. So these are the 10 local digital marketing predictions, right? And this is from Greg and Andrew. So number 1, mobile is an imperative for local marketers. Number 2, location will be packaged as audience for national marketers. Mobile data will increasingly connect online ads to offline action. It will be the year of conquesting. Mobile payments for real-world transactions will gain momentum. Local data syndication becomes progressively richer. Google will push more local information into its search results. Google Business Builder will finally arrive. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for that. And 800-pound gorilla will be Facebook graph search. Yes. If you're not on Facebook and you're not using the graph search and social graph, you're missing out, right? And Google Maps will sneak up on us. Huh, that's interesting. So, yeah, I mean, like Profound Ideation, we are targeting all these things. We're targeting local businesses in directories. As I said, you go to dir.mobilegta.com, and we are launching local GTA. We have gtadeals.com and gtadeals.info for one is for businesses, one is for deal hunters. And then we also have Facebook marketingtoday.net. So we talked about Facebook graph and social search there, or Facebook social graph search. And also I did another video on Facebook gifts and Facebook cards and a whole bunch of Facebook stuff. So, and Google Maps and Facebook Maps and actually Facebook Maps is not released yet, so I can't talk about that. But Apple Maps, I don't know about that. We're gonna see, right? But Samsung, anyway, that's getting off topic. So let's look at the rest of this report, right? Increasingly, location data will expand to include a broader array of information, images, products, and service pricing, inventory, social content, and other relevant information. So this is really, really huge, and I really, hope that you would get on board with this. I know this video is going to run a bit long because I really talk too much sometimes, but I'm going to add this. This is the PDF I got from their website. They are called I think it kind of cuts off their stuff right on top. So, but this is the first issue they came out with, 2013, and they talk about most common business location data problems, hidden costs of hidden data, local spend versus e-commerce, you need to know search strategies. Interview with Groupon's Andrew Mason. I guess this was before he stepped down. So this is Greg and this is Andrew. And I will provide a link to download this somewhere on my YouTube page, or one of my pages, maybe Mobile Toronto, or whatnot. Yeah, if you want, go to mobiletoronto.info to get my QR ebook. It is free. I don't even ask for your email at this time. Maybe in the future I will. But yeah, just okay. So local discovery is broken, right? So we see most of the same points. It's fragmented, lacking rich results, not converted to commerce. Payments are outdated, maps are not commercial, etc. So, so 6 points here. The most common problems with your local listing data, and here we list all the different industries. Moving down, we see the most common problems with your business listing data continued, and real estate is really huge on top. I know someone who has a real estate website that has been broken for over half a year at least. I'm sure it was broken before and now existed. And yeah, if you're watching this video and it is you, then you better call me soon. I've reached out to you a few times, so just call me. You need to know about Apple Maps optimization, right? So, yep, okay. Hidden costs for hidden listings. Like we said, 10.3 billion. The impact of bad business information is mostly invisible to everyone in the ecosystem, but the consumer, right? So the consumer sees this and they know that you have business information that is bad, and they were not going to shop with you. Yeah, maybe they will, but no, it's good that they will spend money with you. So hidden costs of hidden listings, right? So okay, so the cost of bad location data, I think we actually talked about this. This is from the other presentation I just shared with you previously. Just rewind if you missed it. Okay, so it's widely recognized that approximately 75 to 80% of disposable consumer income is spent within 20 miles of their home. And we can convert that to kilometers if you're in anywhere by US. Okay, so next is internet influenced local spending worth roughly 10 times e-commerce. And here again we talk about the 8 trillion, 4 trillion, and a $400 billion e-commerce market. So what you need to know to make multi-location search work. Pretty straightforward stuff, which I've already been doing, and I have made a few other videos that are only open to my masterminds at this point. So if you're interested in joining one of our mastermind groups, we have international as well as national, Ontario only groups, as well as city specific groups. Just contact us about that. Okay, so you can read all this about on our. You can actually download this PDF, and I'll give you a link to this, or you can find it online if you like. So this is cracking the local code. Interview with co-founder Andrew Mason. I'm just gonna scroll down. Yeah, see, it says our business just in the last year has gone from 22% mobile, which is already doubling from the previous year, to about 39 to 40% mobile this year, right? So Groupon is continuing to grow, and mobile is continuing to grow as well. Yeah, this is interesting about the data points and whatnot. And then, what is one thing you wish you knew when you started Groupon? Um, okay, so 10 local digital marketing predictions. I think we actually went through these already, but these are in more detail because yeah, this is the full report, 14 pages. You can download this. I'll provide a link at the bottom of this video if you're on YouTube. If not, then I will provide a link somewhere wherever I share this. Yeah, whoever is sharing this, please provide the link as well if you're on Facebook and you're sharing this. It will be a YouTube video, or maybe Vimeo. And if you click on it, go to the Vimeo site or the YouTube site or the actual website, you will see a link to the PDF. Okay, thank you, and that's it.